Former Eastern Washington fugitive Frederick Russell's fate is now in the hands of a jury. Today, Russell's trial wrapped up with closing arguments. Now the jurors in Kelso deliberate his role and punishment for the crash that killed 3 WSU students back in 2001. KXLY4's Erik Loney was once again at the courthouse today as lawyers for both sides made their final case. Erik, the jurors have left for the day, though.
They did leave for the day, but not until asking the judge a question. They wanted to see a witness statement taken the night of the crash by someone that was in the crash, but the judge had to deny the request because that statement was not entered as evidence. Now, if you'd have listened to closing statements like I did today, you would have thought that 2 people were on trial. Prosecutors asked the jury to convict Fred Russell, but Russell's attorney said someone else is to blame for this crash. Karen Overacker and her sister Sharon Keefe have taken up vigil outside the courtroom.
The wait is hard, and especially when we don't know how long we're going to wait. I mean, it could be today, could be tomorrow, could be the next day, but we're going to wait.
Overacker's son Brandon Clements was killed in the crash along with Ryan Sorensen and Stacy Murrow. Fred Russell's SUV slammed in the car they were riding in. In closing arguments of Russell's vehicular homicide trial today, Russell's attorney, Francisco Duarte, compared Russell's situation to the movie Fugitive, where an innocent man was convicted of a crime he didn't commit.
Police come out and look at it, and they decide he was the one who committed the crime.
Duarte said Russell is not at fault for the crash, but another driver who forced Russell into oncoming traffic.
Just because he's here, sitting accused, doesn't make him guilty of anything.
Duarte asked the jury not to judge Russell for running and hiding in Ireland before his first trial.
What is a 21-year-old man who becomes public enemy #1 overnight supposed to do when he knows he's not going to get a fair trial? Because out in Eastern Washington, he is the devil.
Prosecutor Lana Wyman reminded the jury that this is not a Hollywood movie.
There's no mystery about what happened that night, because the evidence against the defendant is overwhelming.
Wyman said Russell's attempt to blame another driver for the crash is a desperate act.
And the defendant is presumed innocent. But that doesn't mean that his new theory about what happened that night is presumed believable.
Overacker says if the jury takes a day or a week, she's ready for the verdict.
We're going to be here until it's over. We've been here too long to leave now.
The jury ended up deliberating just about 4 hours today, and they'll be back at 9 a.m. in the morning to continue. Reporting live in Kelso, Erik Loney, KXLY4.